Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of Banish the Doubt. In this episode, I want to talk about how we can break through these limiting beliefs. These beliefs that have been with us, kind of like a bag we're hanging, we're holding on to, rocks, if you will, in a bag that we're walking around with. If we find ourselves in a situation where we have a lack of income, of money, we're in a job that we don't like, or it's just not supplying us with enough income. The job that I have, a lot of you know about. It's in a call center, and it's for a a home warranty company. I talk to people every day, many times a day, from all across the country. And I got to tell you it's very sobering how many people I talk to that don't have even $40 that would be their per month payment. And they say, yeah, I just don't have it. And these are people who are older, older. They've lived their whole life. And others who are not quite as old, but still don't have it, or they're out of a job. So this is why these videos, and again, not my video, but videos like mine and others, are so vitally important. And that's not to be about money. It could be your health. It could be a relationship you're in. You just know it's just not the right relationship for you. All of this and the stress out there, the damage it does to our body. And a lot of you know my story, which is the best thing that ever happened to me, because it allowed me to do this, to really kind of break through my own fears and trepidations and anxieties, and follow what it is that in my heart, I know this is what I was meant to do, why I'm here on this earth. But I would like to talk to you about exactly who we are. We're not, and I've heard me say this in previous videos, we're not human beings having a spiritual existence. We are spiritual beings having this human existence. And I've heard people like Dr. Joe Dispenza talk about, Dr. Bruce Lipton talk about, and others, that this world is a holograph. This is a simulation. And I know it's hard to wrap our heads around it. Even for myself, it's a little challenging. But the more I do my research into these areas, the more I start to understand that, yes, we are operating at such an incredible disadvantage from the way we were brought into this world. 70 to 70, more than 75, I believe it's more than 77%, science has found of the programming that we've been given as infants, the first years of our life, is disempowering. Now think about that. I mean, that is an astounding statistic. And the fact that it's not on the news, it's not breaking news, there aren't doctors on TV. There's a reason, because the majority of people just don't know it. But we are so gifted, and we're so blessed to know this. So this is what I want to kind of sort of lead into my talk tonight about this. So you've heard me say this even as of last night's video. 95% of who we are by the time we're 35 years of age is a set of memorized, because again, the programming, okay? Behaviors, skills, emotional reactions, beliefs, perceptions, and attitudes that operate basically like a computer, okay? That function like a subconscious automatic computer program. And you heard me talk about in previous videos, and I'll talk some more about it in other videos, our autonomic nervous system and the amount of damage we do to it just by the fact that when we are in stress. You see, us as humans on this planet, we first came here, and we were constructed with a certain amount of availability for stress, but a limited amount. If we're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, our bodies are equipped to be able to handle short-term stress. We outrun the tiger, and we're back to homeostasis. But today, it's 24/7, 365. And you're seeing just what type of a damage and effect that has on humanity. But again, 95% of who we are, we don't even realize we're doing this. We don't even realize we're operating this way. So learning this stuff and learning how to become present and how to understand this and start to incorporate these techniques and teachings into our daily life has such a tremendous benefit. It's such a tremendous benefit to all of us. So I want to go on with today's video. So we think from previous states of mind. So again, kind of blends right into the 95%, right? Subconscious memorized set. So we think from a previous state of mind. Every time you and I think, okay, we're going to our previous mind, the subconscious mind. We're drawing from that. So think about this way. You go on an interview for a job, right? Are you going in with super confidence saying, I am Betty Boop, I know I am Jim Smith, and I am absolutely I am who I am, regardless of whether they better accept me because I am confident in who I am and what I can give, how I can help this company or whatever it may be. The majority of us go into an interview that way? Hell no. The majority of us go into an interview, nervous that, well, I have to put my best face forward and what have you. So we're thinking from previous states of mind. And that's just one example of a scenario, of an example of how we operate. Okay, so God or source energy or universal energy speaks to us through our desires. When we select our heart's desire, we are actually in a different state of mind. So if maybe from watching these videos or others like it, you have established what it is that you would love to have in your life, or you would want the person you want to be. Again, if it's a relationship, the relationship you're looking for, a job, or whatever it may be, when you feel those feelings, or when you think about that, just by being conscious of that, we are selecting our heart's desire. We are actually in a different state of mind. Through our five senses, though, we can't see it. Everything looks exactly the same, okay? Even though reality looks the same, it's actually a different reality. Just by the fact of us doing that, we are broadcasting to the field, saying, I'm going to touch that, or I'm selecting that image, or that slide, if you will, if you ever read the book Reality Transurfing. Because the desire that we have is the reason we have the desire is because there's an image of us. There is something that is out there. That desire, whatever it may be, to have a $1 million yacht, whatever it may be, to own, to vacation in an island, or to own an island, or whatever it may be. It just is crazy as you can think. Anything of a desire, anything that speaks to you, reality looks the same, but it's actually a different reality. Things are starting to change, but we don't see it. And this is why oftentimes we'll say things like, hey, I see that car, whatever, I want that car. And it doesn't materialize. We don't see it. And we think, you know what, it's a pipe dream, right? Pipe dream. Think about when we were, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, around there, and we were in our imagination, imaginative state, and we were Superman or Wonder Woman, or whatever, or a doctor. We were imagining that, but that's because that was already in the 3D world. There was always already an image of that there. That's why we thought that way. This is why we had those imaginary feelings and thoughts, because there is an image of that already there. You being a surgeon, you being a firefighter, whatever it may have been, a sports star, an athlete. Okay, so but reality actually changed. We didn't stay with it. We were told, yeah, you got to grow up now. Come on, we got to go to school. Come on, you got to go get a good job, right? All these different things. But in actuality, reality change. All people, environments, situations, and circumstances are a different reality just for us thinking that way. Like think about it, but understand we can't see it with our senses, but in actuality, quantum physics has found that yes, it actually does change. Okay? In our 3D world, five sensory world, although appearing the same, is actually moving in a different direction. That which is in harmony and contribution to bring forth what you desire. So, this universe, when we put that out to the field, is actually saying, okay, that's what you want, then that's what we're going to bring you. It's already here. The fact that we can't see it with our senses is because we can't perceive it. We haven't we're still operating in the old the 95% of the memorized set of beliefs, emotional reactions. So we don't give ourselves enough time, or we don't really believe it. We don't have to believe it because a belief can be shaken. We don't have to feel it. We just have to assume it. And we have to just assume that's what it is. That's the person we're going to be. That's whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We have to assume that and then stick to that and then program ourselves just like we did with the programming from when we were young. We were around it 24/7. We want to get to that same spot here where we are seeing ourselves as financially free. We are seeing ourselves in the relationship. We are seeing ourselves with a successful business. We are seeing whatever it may be, perfect health. If you ever listen to or watch a video with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and if you've done that, watching my video, you know that almost all of his seminars, people within a 7-day seminar have the cancer was gone and all these different diseases gone. Why? Because they were able to get to that state, that place in their minds where once they achieved that level, it just vanished. Okay. Now, if that can actually happen, which it has, it's documented, then what can we do? So begin now to clearly realize that the creative power within you is unlimited. Okay? Now, again, people in wheelchairs getting out of a wheelchair and walking, people with the stage 4 cancers and other types of diseases gone. Understand there's this power within us, within our subconscious mind. There's this unlimited, inexhaustible power within this universe that you and I absolutely, we manifest. Think about this now. We manifest every single day of our life. We do. We absolutely manifest. We just don't manifest things. We just don't like a lot of things we manifest, but we do it just by our thoughts, our innermost thoughts. Remember, your reality is nothing more than the culmination, the collection of your innermost thoughts being outpictured, being put out into your reality, and it's being reflected back to you. Understand that. I mean, have that cemented in your brain that everything that I think about quietly to myself is being outpictured and reflected back to me, and I'm manifesting all the time. So if I don't like what I'm manifesting, I can change that. But it takes the discipline in knowing that I can do it, and I do it all the time. So therefore, I'm going to change my thinking all the time. Okay? Then there is no reason whatsoever for limiting the extent to which you may enjoy and experience what you can create by means of this power. We can do this. You can do this. You have that power within you. Now is the time for us to start to understand that and really start to believe this and start to really assume that we have this power, not in the ego type of a power, but the power that we can change everything. We can change whatever it is about us that we don't like, that we currently don't particularly care for, and we can change it, okay? A person's great folly then is not realizing the true riches within themselves and in looking upon external products, possessions, and conditions as being the true riches instead of the creative power of their own mind. That was from one of Dr. Joseph Murphy's books. Okay. So understand that it's nothing external to us. So you hear these stories about how many people, right, that they accumulate all these possessions, the homes, multiple homes, and the cars, and the multiple relationships and marriages, or whatever it may be, and riches beyond belief, but they're not happy. Yeah, because they're not happy inside. We have to, we want to adopt an attitude of gratitude, of looking around, and even the things that don't particularly look in our external world that we'd want, be grateful for that it happened, that it's there, because it's teaching us, I don't want to go that way. Hey, you don't like this? Fine. We're telling you, the universe is telling us an external world is not the way to go. Go that way. Okay. Keep your focus over there. I'm going this way. It's so an example of this would be we wake up in the morning, you watch this video, right? We go to bed tonight, we do our affirmations, wake up tomorrow, we're all gung ho. This is it. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna make money and I'm gonna, whatever it may be. This is my day and I'm going off at 8 a.m. and off I go to work. And I got this attitude and whatever it may be. And the world is wonderful. Then we come back home 5, 6 o'clock at night, 6:30 at night, and we're just, ugh. What happened? Oftentimes we say it was something out there. That out there changed how I felt. It just took all the energy out of me. It's not that. We are choosing this. Anytime you find yourself in a situation that you don't like, we're looking out at the external, remember, it's just another example, another way for us to say, hey, time to pivot, time to go inside and find out, okay, so what is going on? What's causing me to feel this way? What is it? Why am I perceiving something external as having some sort of influence over me? Nothing and nobody external to you has any power or any influence over who you are. But isn't that how this world is? Are we not a collection of victims in this world? Right? And now is the time for us to change that narrative. I am the king or the queen of myself, of my this body of mine, this virtual reality suit that I'm wearing. Okay. Um, Dr. Bruce Lipton talked about the Matrix, and if you've ever seen the movie The Matrix, there's a blue and the red pill, right? And the blue pill, if you take the blue pill, everything stays exactly the same, nothing changes. But if you take the red pill, right, you defeat the program. Well, everybody would love to obviously take the red pill, take the red pill, right? Dr. Lipton says, we don't understand. You, me, we all have already taken the red pill. And he goes on to explain, we've taken the red pill when we felt in love, right? When you met your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or that person that you had relationship with previously. And for a while there, you were just in total bliss. That's the red pill. That's this heaven on earth. That's you temporarily going beyond the programming. That's why you felt that way. That's why you were just in love, right? Everything was just blooming roses everywhere. Just everything was just, you were just consumed with this love. That's where we want to get to. We want to go back to that, but not so much as in a relationship with somebody external to us, our own self. Develop this or go back into this area where we are so filled with love for ourselves and for what we have, for that that vision that we have for ourselves, knowing that we have this enormous power. And oftentimes we found in I found in watching Dr. Joe Dispenza and others talk about people who, when they were at these seminars or just in life, when they recognized they had this power and they tapped into that power, they gave money away. They just, here, you take it, because nothing can, it's nothing external to us. You want a car? Here, take a car. I'll buy you a car. I'll buy you a house. It's because it's not about that. I hope you understand what I'm saying tonight. It's not about that. It's nothing about anything external. It's about who you are and tapping into that, this enormous power and this beautiful being, that's this source energy that's within us. It knows nothing other than love. But we have it for ourselves first. We can never have it for anything external, nothing, without first having it for ourselves. Once we have it for ourselves, man, then the energy it can't help you. The energy goes out because our energy is going out anyway. Right now, my energy is going out in this video. You're receiving the energy that I'm putting out, even though it's going through this computer. So if we want the things that we perceive to be out there to come to us, then we want to rise up to the energetic level that those things operate on, the love and the bliss and that type of power. We started with an attitude of gratitude. Everything in our life we're thankful for, every person in our life, especially those who push our buttons, right? Because those oftentimes are the people and the circumstances, anything external to us that we oftentimes find in our life. They are our greatest teachers, right? They are always going to be our greatest teachers because they're the ones who are showing us who we don't want to be, but more importantly, who the opposite of that, we already are that. We are that person, the opposite of that. So this is what I'm talking about. So let's continue. There is plenty of everything, as well as an abundance of opportunity for the person, okay, you and I, who will tune in with the infinite and think big. So when you get to this point, when we get to this point, think big. Just go all in, everything, whatever it is you could possibly think about when you're meditating. Don't stop. Don't It's our analytical mind is the one that stops us. And I know this absolutely inside and out. I wrote many books about it. I didn't actually write the books, but in my own life, how it's our analytical mind that stops us. Why not say, hey, I'm a billionaire? Nobody else has? Okay, fine. You be the first one in your family. Think big. When we have this power, we can do that. Why? Well, because if you're, think about it this way. I was talking about this today. What I'm going to be, I am being taxed at the absolute highest level the IRS has. Why? Because if I'm being taxed at the absolute highest level, okay, then I'm thinking big, and my income, the amount of money that I'm generating, is commensurate with taxes being at that highest level. Think about what type of influence you can have on people, positive influence. If the IRS says to you, you're generating so much income, we're going to tax you at the highest level. You say, yeah, sure, yeah, take it. Take it, even more, take it. Because you have influenced, so think about someone like an Oprah Winfrey. How many people has she influenced around the world, regardless of whatever may be going on? But just the amount of people that she's influenced, and most of them in a very positive way. But to have that power, we all have that power. It's our analytical mind that gets in the way. Okay, so this here in the green is from Neville Goddard, an affirmation. I did it, I'm doing it, and I will continue on doing it until that which I have done is perfectly externalized within my world. Think about the mindset, okay? Over here, 10,000 failures? No. Thomas Edison, I haven't failed 10,000 times, right? I found 10,000 ways that will not work. That's the mindset we want to have. I did it. There are no failures. I've already done it, whatever it is you want to do. And I will continue on doing it until that which I have done is perfectly externalized within my world, whatever that may be. You want to feed the world, you want to go and help people, young children or people from around the world, fine. You did it. There's a vision of you doing that. You want to become a doctor or a surgeon, an oncologist, whatever it may be. Great, you did it. You're doing it. And you're going to continue on doing it until that which you have done is perfectly externalized within your world. Not my world, not anybody else's world, your world. You see it first. Because the light, okay, the light in this room, the light bulb was already here. Thomas Edison just finally linked to it, and poof, and we all, right? Are we all not grateful for Thomas Edison living, being alive, and having this type of a mindset? So the genius is within you. When you are in tune and in rapport with the wisdom and intelligence of your subconscious, the genius within you will be revealed. We have to tap into that. We have to just keep after it. Discipline. Wake up in the morning, attitude of gratitude. Go throughout your day, thinking as many times as you have to. Keep remembering so you're not forgetting. Keep remembering that you're forgetting. Keep remembering that you're forgetting until eventually you're remembering all the time. Got it. Pull myself back. I am now. I'm present. Who am I? I am in this moment. I'm so grateful for this moment, for this table, for this computer, for being able to broadcast this, whatever it may be. Okay? The infinite intelligence within your subconscious mind can solve all your problems of financial supply and give you the right answers. Begin now to realize that the creative power within you is unlimited. There is no reason for limiting the extent to which you may enjoy and experience what you can create by means of this power. So this is the mindset. This is how we overcome the 95% of the of who we are. We are a memorized set of these beliefs, emotional reactions, attitudes, and so on. This is how we change this programming. We change it one day at a time. We change it one memory or remembrance at a time. We change it by assuming who we are in this moment. We change it by going back and taking time out of our day, 5 minutes here, whatever it may be, and just closing our eyes and doing affirmations, seeing ourselves. Driving a car, it's not the car you're driving, it's the car that you ultimately are going to own one day, and you're going to buy it cash. Okay? It's seeing that. It's waking up in a house, if it's a one-bedroom studio apartment somewhere, it's a house. It's your house. It's sitting at your desk, and it's a desk, and you're the business owner, you're the CEO, or whatever it may be. It's closing your eyes and seeing that perfect person coming into your life. It's all there for us. The power that they talk about, that Dr. Joseph Murphy, and most of these quotes are from his books, talks about, it's already in us. It is that field that we can that we can choose to tap into. You are drawing from the infinite source, and you need never worry about taking more than your share, okay? Because the infinite storehouse is inexhaustible and eternal. The same yesterday, today, and forever. Think big. Go just audacious. Go big in your life, okay? Don't ever worry about it being too much. It can never be too much. Think of it this way. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing at the shoreline of the ocean, okay? And someone says to you, that ocean represents everything that you can have in this life, okay? You could take, you could fill up 100 gallons of containers for 1,000 years, and it wouldn't go down one thousandth of an inch or whatever it may be. But I want you to picture yourself standing there, and you're looking out over this ocean, and you're told everything you could possibly want and be is there. How much of that are you going to take? How big are you going to think? That's the question for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Until I see you again, have a great evening.